Hello. Today I'm going to be walking you through the plan for these Pocket Neighborhood Craftsman Home that is going to be designed for the developer in this particular neighborhood. So my name is Annalie Hollingsworth. And first of all, what we'll be covering in this presentation is the task, the client, and the demographic information that has been provided to me and guided the design of this particular project. The deliverables, including the floor plans and a 3D view of one of the spaces, and then different elements for the different rooms and the rationale behind selecting those elements. So, first on the task, it was developing pocket neighborhoods. So, here is just a lovely view of what a pocket neighborhood can look like. It's very close together. The concept of a pocket neighborhood is that they are homes that are clustered together around walkable spaces, so that people are really close with their neighbors, that it's really easy to pop over to the neighbors and ask for a cup of sugar or have a pizza party or whatever it may be that you want to walk around the neighborhood with. Um, Instead of having kind of fenced off yards where are just completely your own spaces. You're going to have community gardens, parks that are easily accessible for everybody, and patios that are going to be somewhat not public per se, but with easy access so that if a passing neighbor is walking their dog, they can stop by and say hello. So the goal of these particular neighborhoods are to create these environments where neighbors really become close, sort of friendly, and um, uh, have a closer relationship than maybe neighbors do in larger, more urban environments. In this particular case, the client had requested craftsman style features in the home, and they want furnishings for this model home that's going to evoke a cozy and a welcoming atmosphere. And the craftsman style is, I think, the perfect style to do that with. They want a design flow that's going to balance personal and shared spaces. Again, the concept behind a pocket neighborhood is to create a neighborhood that is more friendly and a little bit more social, but obviously, people still need their personal spaces. So we want to balance those in this design. And on trend color palettes and furnishings as a model home. Obviously, they want to get as much mileage out of the design and furnishing as they possibly can without it becoming dated too quickly. The target demographic for this particular model home is going to be a 50 something empty nester. So these are going to be people who are going to be maybe downsizing. So the kids have left the house and they no longer need to maintain all of these bedrooms and all of this extra space. Maybe they just want a simpler lifestyle. They want a smaller amount of space to maintain. They don't want a yard to maintain. Those kinds of things, or people who are looking for an active and vibrant community. So they would like to have the type of neighborhood where you can just pop over and watch the game at a friend's house or go to a cookout just down the block. So these 50 something empty nesters are going to be our target demographic, and that's going to guide a lot of the selection of the furnishings. It's also going to guide some of the design choices in terms of the layout of the home. So, up next, we're going to go through the different floor plans and the rendered spaces. So up first, we have the first floor. So in the first floor, here we have the front entrance with the front porch. So the front porch is going to be designed as sort of a social space. So when you walk into the front porch, there's going to be spaces for if the neighbor has just popped in for a chat, you can just go ahead and sit down at this lovely cafe table style area, chat with them. Because the porch in this particular design home is fully enclosed with windows, I've approached it as more of an all seasons porch. So there is also a small electric fireplace with some cozy chairs around that, but also ceiling fans to make it more comfortable in warmer temperatures. Lots of greenery. Again, we want this to be vibrant, alive, and plants do a lot to help accomplish that. So this front porch is going to be a very welcome to my home kind of area, a relax hangout spot. Right here, we'd have like a bench for removing shoes, those sorts of things. We're going to open right up into the dining room. So this particular space, we're looking for a movement from social spaces to personal spaces. So as a social space, the dining room and the living room are much more open. So we're not going to have a single doorway between the two of them. It's going to be more of like an open flow kind of space. The dining room is going to feature a traditional dining table and chairs, but it's also going to have this breakfast bar kind of area right here off the kitchen. In the living room, we're going to have just some lovely seating arrangements, nice big oversized chairs. And then what I've actually elected to do here is, in addition to the plan that was provided, is add a pocket door here between the living room and the bathroom. And the reason for doing this is that this is a more of a social space. And then over here we have the bathroom, or I'm sorry, the bedroom, which is a personal space. And you don't want your guests to have to walk all the way through your bedroom to get to the bathroom. But the other bathroom is upstairs. And when we're thinking about 50 something empty nesters, they're probably going to be at least thinking about mobility issues either for themselves or for their friends. And so it may not be feasible necessarily to always go upstairs to go to the bathroom. So to kind of mitigate that, this pocket door here, or maybe like a hanging barn door, it's going to help facilitate access to this bathroom for any guests or anybody that they don't really want going through their personal bedroom to get to the bathroom. The kitchen has largely been left the same as designed. It was a really excellent design to begin with, so there was not much to do there. When we come to the back of the house, we're moving into a personal space here with the master bedroom. Lovely big master bedroom. Again, a pocket door going into the bathroom area. So that way we're not taking up valuable floor space with a door. This is going to be the closet area. So this is going to be either just an open entry walk-in closet, or a door, like a bifold door, could be installed here. And then the bed area, some dressers, and then just a nice little seating area right here to take advantage of that big picture window looking out into the backyard. Off of here, we've got the deck area in the rear of the house. So this is going to be kind of like a chill space as well. What we have here is a grill right here when you walk out, not too far back from the kitchen. So you can just pop out there, grill whatever it is that you need. Over here, we have a dining set, and this particular dining set I selected has like a glass fireplace sort of down the middle of it. So when you're just sitting out there on more of a cool night, you can turn that on and just enjoy the outdoors. This is going to be a buffet beverage type of station. And then over here in this little nook, these are going to be hanging hammock chairs. So this is more of like a private, you just kind of want to hang out and read outside because it's nice, or you just want to experience nature. That's what's going to be over here. So then we're going to go upstairs to the second floor. So as we come up the second floor, this space on the original plan was very open. So there was a lot of opportunities to provide a lot of what the client wanted for this particular space. So that would be a bedroom, lots of space for storage, a workspace, sort of like a library type of area. So that's what we have here. So we have a nice big landing right here. That's going to be a lot of kind of open space. So when you walk up here, it's going to have a very loft feel to it with this big open space. We're going to take advantage of some of that space with a nice like seating area, and maybe like a chest of drawers or some sort of bench right here. We're going to have a large utility closet right here. This is going to be a built-in bookshelf bench. So these are going to be bookshelves that can be filled with whatever treasures the homeowner wants to go ahead and put in there. And again, another kind of private space to just hang out and relax. Bathroom is going to be right up here with the washer dryer in the bathroom. And then coming around to the side, we're going to have a linen closet just right here. We're going to go across with some visual interest on having this as a corner instead of just kind of like a blocky kind of thing. That's going to give us a little bit more square footage here in the bedroom itself. And that's going to give us plenty of room for another walk-in closet up here, again, with either completely open or with a bifold door design. Dressers with a TV attached to that. And then over here, we're going to have the study or the workspace / library. So we've got bookshelves lining the walls here as well. Lovely big desk with a computer, and some nice club chairs here with a television on the wall. And then just a closet right here with those sliding type of doors. These are going to be French doors that are going to bring you out here. So we're going to have a very open kind of flow when you come upstairs into these sort of like personal relaxation areas. So we're going to have French doors right into the library study type of area. And then we're going to have some French doors out to this upper terrace, which is just going to be purely a personal space, lots of plants, lush life up here, some rocking chairs to really just kind of enjoy the neighborhood. This is going to be the 3D rendered space for the living and the dining room as the first space that you're really going to walk into of the home. So what we have here is, again, a focus on some of those craftsman style details. So what you're going to have is a lot of wood tones in this particular home. So you've got the blonde sort of wood on the floor, and then this darker walnut maple type of furniture in both the kitchen and the dining room. So here we've got the kitchen is accented, the dining room is accented in these darker oranges that come into play on the linens that will be placed on the table on top of a lighter blue rug, and some nice the breakfast bar here is going to have some lovely leather type of high seats. The walls are going to be painted in this bluish gray, which is going to blend over to our blue highlight wall, which is going to carry over from the dining room into the kitchen or the living room. And then over here we have our living room, which is going to have this lovely mission style couch, big chunky wood kind of frame on it with like lovely large cushions, big chairs, oversized chairs. You can really just curl up and enjoy those, in a bookcase. So as more of a social area, there's not going to be a television or anything in this particular area of the home, because this is really meant for social space, entertaining, enjoying company. So this is a low sort of cabinet, which is going to be below this lovely large picture window over here. And then the living room is also going to be accented in these oranges and marigolds and yellow type of colors, balanced with some teals and blues and greens, and then a warmer gray color on the walls over here. So for each of the rooms, the elements that are going to be in there. So across the home, we have this paint palette. So this is going to be a very neutral paint palette that's going to feel very timeless. across the space. And then furnishings and accents, this is very on trend, and the furnishings and accents are the easier parts to swap out than obviously the paint. So we're going with some complementary here, complementary furnishings and accents, with sort of like a split complementary up here with the paint palette. So on the exterior of the home, we are going to go with a dark green and beige exterior. This is going to evoke those classic craftsman neighborhoods. Green is a calming color. It's going to feel very familiar as a color palette for a craftsman style home. And that familiarity is automatically going to make any prospective buyer feel more comfortable with the home. And that's going to, make them feel more at home before they even walk in. Within the home, the interiors are going to be painted in those classic neutrals. We've got the grayish in the living room, misty blues in the dining room areas, in the bathroom. And then in the bedroom, we're going to go with some deep cranberry accents. This is going to kind of reinforce that this is a personal space. It's not a shared space. This is a space just for you. Whereas the lighter misty blues and beiges are much more open, airy type of feeling, perfect for more social spaces. So in the living room, the specific finishes that we have selected here are going to be some, in addition to any overhead lighting, some accent lighting that's going to bring in those deeper oranges and marigold colors. Here we have that lovely craftsman sofa with big chunky frame and the comfortable uh, upholstery. This whirl chair is going to be that large, um, comfortable chair. It's going to break up some of the uh, straight lines that you're going to get in a craftsman style home with so much wood grain and wood furnishings everywhere. It can start to feel a little angular. And so things like this whirl chair are going to bring in some soft curves that are going to make that feel more comfortable. Lush fabrics like this blanket and rugs are going to help make it feel a bit softer as well. And we're going with more natural type of accents, but bringing in those yellows, blues where we can. The dining room is going to be very, very similar in terms of style and color scheme. So we've got a lovely big craftsman style table that we're going to pair with this just very classic style chair around there. And then the table itself is going to be have these linens, again bringing in those oranges and those blues and those grays, with this pendant light fixture overhead, um, very art deco, which is going to have that retro feel to it, and then again bringing in those oranges and the blues. In the bedroom, we're going to uh, go with a cherry type of furniture. So we have a cherry wood nightstand, cherry wood bed, all with this uh, kind of half moon sort of uh, uh, detail to it. So again, that's going to soften some of that angularness of the craftsman style details throughout the house. This is going to be echoed in this light fixture right here. This is a lovely natural sort of climbing twig kind of design. And then the linens are going to be very comfortable cottons, plush, microfibers, and wools. Natural elements like this cranberry pillow, which is going to match with the deep cranberry accents on the walls as well. And then on the front porch area, this is going to be our welcoming space again. So in the porch, we're going to go with that even brighter sort of green type of color, just to make it feel very bright and welcoming, but still with some of these oranges and yellows and blues as well. The electric fireplace that we had talked about to make it a cozier all seasons type of space, a rocking chair to really inviting and just, encourage any prospective buyers. Say, this is a space where you can relax on your own, or where you can invite a neighbor to stop and chat with you in this particular neighborhood. Um, Rug is going to be very similar to some of the other rugs. So we're creating, by repeating some of these elements throughout the home, we are creating a sense of familiarity. And that sense of familiarity, again, is going to lead to feelings of comfort and home. That repetition is actually going to be psychologically very good for the buyer. They're not going to have to try to make sense of each room as they walk into it. They're immediately going to feel comfortable with that room. So that is the end of this presentation. Thank you so much. Please see the attached communication where I have provided the invoice for this particular project, and then PDFs of the floor plans as well.